I seem to be getting a fair amount of synchronous stuff. I mean, I have been for quite a long time now. Or most of the time when I've been on YouTube, actually, but especially I've noticed it more recently. Synchronous stuff. I'll just be covering certain areas, and then I'll go and look on my feed, and there'll be a video there at the top of the feed that will be like just what I need to watch, and all kinds of different subjects as well. So there was this video. I've been interested in Falun Gong for quite a long time, and I've been mentioning it in. I might have mentioned it in one of my Day 6 videos about it being worth studying because of the opposition you're going to get when you try to put these practices in get these practices going. And I'm going to try and put a link into this video about this. It's a Chinese news report, and it's in subtitles, so you'll have to yeah. And it's talking about these Falun Gong practitioners in China that had murdered basically one of their Falun Gong friends. It's really crazy story, and it's quite shocking, and you sort of like there's these interviews with these people, and you think these people are crazy, they're really crazy. But the general image you get of Falun Gong is it's a really peaceful religion. You should never harm anyone or anything like that. That's the impression I got of it. That's what I heard about it anyway. And in this video, there's not that many comments, about 12 or 13 comments, and there's quite a contrast. Some of them are saying that this is all just government propaganda, and other people are saying no, Falun Gong is an evil cult. There's like two totally contrasting views about Falun Gong. So it's very difficult for an outsider to get any kind of a clear understanding about what it's about. And I think a certain amount of this is deliberate propaganda and scare tactics and just general disinformation. It wouldn't surprise me if it's all the bad things about it are that. But having said that, I really don't know if this is an actual factual news report. I mean, it's obviously a real news report, but what I'm wondering is it a made-up story, with actors and stuff, or is it actually based on real events? Yeah, because there's certain amount, some of the practices in Falun Gong will, divide people from their families, but that's no different from what it says in the Bible about, if you go to Christ, you will have to hate your family. You can't go become a real Christian if you don't hate your family and are prepared to leave them. And so he's only really repeating various things that people like Christ have said anyway. So I don't really see as there's any real problem. But this video, it was quite shocking, and right, so the point of this video now I'm making is there's an aspect of all this stuff where you kind of have to tread a fine line, and so I would recommend doing this practice and not really discussing it with anybody in your life, like in your physical life. Like friends or family or anything like that. This brought to mind the story of the Gnostics. How they were persecuted. They were just Christians. They thought of themselves as Christians, and because their religion worked and it got results, and they couldn't. The Roman Catholic Church couldn't seem to control these people. They decided to persecute them, and it's a similar sort of thing with Falun Gong, as far as I can tell. And then you get all these this sort of propaganda, and it's difficult to know if there's any truth in it or not. And you've got different people saying completely different things about it. So yeah, right. This is a good, yeah, example. It's a little. It's a good study. This video to study, you know, the sort of level of resistance that the universe is going to throw up against you. One of the things about this um, video is that they're really sort of like trying to get rid of any concept that we can lift ourselves up, we can elevate ourselves. You know, this is sort of like portrayed as a really stupid idea for stupid people that've got ideas above their station, and they want some sort of easy life for nothing. You know, but actually, if you do study Falun Gong, it's not like that at all. It is real work you've got to do. uh, anyway, I think what the idea of the people in this video that had killed this woman, they like were trying to look for a shortcut, and and like it was supposed to be that they were beating this woman up, and they ended up beating her to death to try and speed up her progress. You know? But you know, as far as I'm concerned, that's not how you do it at all. That's either the government deliberately creating these stories to scare people away from Falun Gong, or those people were just crazy anyway, and they just, you know, that just seems completely crazy. You know, I don't really see how following Falun Gong is going to lead you into doing things like that, unless you're already crazy. Anyway, this is just a little some thoughts about yeah, the opposition from the universe and how it might manifest, and you know, how it would try to sort of divide your consciousness and make you unsure about things, you know, and make you believe that you can't do this because it's you're you know, being too uh, I don't know, you've got too bigger ambitions and stuff like that. But this is how the system works. You know, this is what the Matrix is all about. It doesn't want you to be free. It doesn't want you to have power and control over your life and stuff, influence over the world. You know, there are all these parasites that are absolutely fucking desperate to make sure that nobody can start the ball rolling. But that's what you're up against, like these forces, these unseen forces. Predator is a great movie to sort of think about how these things work. The Predator movies, because they're like unseen, they move much quicker. You know, in order to get respect from these beings, you've got to sort of maybe kill one of them. You know, to sort of like prove that you're, you know, capable enough to sort of take responsibility for the power that you're going to accumulate and, you know, master. And then they will leave you alone after that because you will have proved it. You know, and they won't. You know, they will respect you.